Log number 6. So, things have been not going great for me. I'm trying my best. I really am. But things have really not gone according to plan. And try as I may to fix things, there's only so much rewriting that can be done. So my other audience is, well, they had some notes. And they weren't the only ones. Okay, be cool. Be cool. This is fine. It's gonna be fine. You have everything under control. It's fine.
Aletheus is patient. Aletheus has some degree of understanding for the myriad mistakes that you carry everywhere you go. I am not. I do not. Now you are to answer for your sin.
Sir knows! I'd say it's good to see you, but it's not. I can explain, so...
No need.
Oh, cool. Great. That's great. I'm glad. Okay.
I have seen your failure for what it is. You have deigned to show more of this simple, base affection to these things that are clearly beneath you, or would be beneath you. Slowly but surely, you sink to their level.
No, I didn't do...
The musician who sold her soul for money, who was so willing to give herself to despair. And yet you of all people, decided to drag her from the abyss, to coddle the weeping wastrel and lie that everything was fine.
Well, yes, but...
The child who ran away into the woods with nothing but vain hope of better life out there. You thought to have a better story than snuffing out his light and leaving him to rot as food for the beasts. And this story was coddling him.
I mean, the other way wasn't very creative.
And the soldier. What a pathetic, broken specimen of man. And you to match. Begging, pleading for him to play your game. To stay around just a while longer. Why? To feed the void in your heart that is never to be filled.
That's not... It's not like that. You've got this all wrong. Haley's story is more interesting if she acts as a counter to the rest. She's part of the balance. Thorin made for an excellent season finale. They're good stories, and that's my job. To make a good story.
To make a story. Not to insert yourself into it. Not to prostrate yourself before a dying shell and beg for his forgiveness for daring to run this world.
He's my chosen. I need him for the end.
A poor choice, like all you have made.
Big words for an old, forgotten god.
I beg your pardon.
People don't worship you. Not the real you. They can't know you, you'll drive them mad. Your whole MO is crushing everything under your heels. You stop growth, you stop momentum. I'm the one who is giving us a voice. I'm the one who speaks to them directly. I'm the one they can listen to, see, hear. I'm the one they're really worshipping, so...
What is your name? I see. Unfortunate to be worshipped as a god and have nothing for them to call you. certainly not Murder God. Perhaps I may offer up some suggestions. Slacker, perhaps. You certainly delayed sending off your other love long enough. Child, for your bleeding heart, for the emotions that you dare to have. Perhaps Clown would be the best fit, if all that we have provided for you is such a joke as you seem to treat it as. The way you treat these games as simple amusements, merely letting them fall to chaos rather than uphold their sanctity.
Oh, fuck off about sanctity. You're all old stories and rituals, and I've been and will be forever and ever, and that's great and all, but it's not enough. What you and the rest seem to be missing is the potential you've already wasted. You're given cattle, and instead of letting them produce milk, you slaughter them immediately. The plan calls for something more detail-oriented. That's why I'm here in the first place. Your traditions aren't enough, so if you would kindly fuck off and let me get back to my job... Ah! Wait, no, put me down! Please put me down! I'm sorry, please put me down!
Silence, child! You dare speak to me of your job when you fail at such a deep level that I am called in to remind you of your one simple task. Do your job. If I were to crush your windpipe right now, leave you a broken mess unable to speak, let alone draw breath, no one would mourn. I dare say it would be an improvement. I am eternity manifest. I am every fateful second that pushes you further into oblivion. I am the base instinct of every baying beast crying out in the night. I am the canopy ever looming above you, the rock ever beneath your feet, the eternal forest from which all life is ripped and which all life shall crumble before. I am every waking moment in every waking world, every beginning and every end, every waking hour you owe to me. You are nothing without us. Without the power of the Black Stars, you would be a quivering worm, to be ground to charnel like the rest of them. And the only reason I do not wipe your pathetic form from this place and fix the damage you have wrought is because she seems to believe in that potential you cling to so desperately. I have listened, child. Open your mouth once more, and you never shall again. You will bring this game to its end. And when that end comes, you will join the Black Stars in the sky. And if you think to deviate from this, I will remind you of this certainty. When we fix your mistakes ourselves, do not dare to forget we can fix you. You will nod in understanding. Finish your game, child, and be prepared to put away its pieces. If you truly care about them so, you would much rather choose their end than give it to us.
What if she gets mad? No way! I've never seen her mad before. But what if... She's your best friend, and best friends can always talk to each other. Okay. Ow. Why did I do that? Okay. Emmy! Emmy!
Sweetie, now is really not a
We need to talk! Right now!
Tweet, okay, listen, now is really not...
You say that every time!
Okay. What would you like to talk about, my little prince?
I don't want to play these games anymore. They always seem like they're gonna go my way, but they never do. I'm never in control and someone always dies.
Oh, I see. Well, I warned you that you might not like them. I understand things are, too scary. That's fair. I hear that. I can't, I really can't. Okay, I have to work on things, but, next time we play, I'll stick to things that you like, okay?
You always say that! It's never just you and me like you promised. There's always other people and someone always dies!
I know it's just how things have to be.
Yeah, but why? Why does it have to be like this? It's never the way we want it to be. It's never the way I want it to be. It always has to go your way. Why are you like this? Emmy? Are you okay? Why are you shaking? I didn't mean what I said. I'm sorry. I mean, please say something. I'm sorry I got mad. I'm sorry I yelled. I don't want to leave. I want to... I'm sorry. Please?
Promise?
I want to stay.
Of
course, pinky promise.
You don't need to do that. It's okay. I'm fine.
You promise?
Of course. Tell you what. How about we do something we both want to do, huh? Just the two of us.
Just the two of us?
Just the two of us, yeah.
Pajama party?
And ice cream?
And movies?
Let's do it!
Yay! You're the bestest, Emmy.
You too, Thorin. After all that, I really wasn't feeling up to running the show. So I took a little personal health day with Thorin while the Awakened sorted things out amongst themselves. As always, there was a lot of talking, so if you want the gritty details, I recommend watching the episode. Much of the time was dedicated to everyone talking things out with Vincent, though plenty of the cast had heart-to-hearts amongst themselves. Eventually, the little found family seemed to be on the mend. Vincent was even back in the lounge, sharing his story with some of the new folks he'd missed connecting with. In the end, however, he felt there was one more person he needed to talk to, and unfortunately, his conversation with the doctor didn't go as smoothly as everything else had.
Hey, Doc, you good?
Fuck right off, Mr. Reed.
Alright, I deserve that. For the record, I did try, but now I'm here to apologize.
Okay. I don't forgive you.
Okay. Can I get you a drink?
Not from you.
Well, then, what can I do to fix it?
What can you do? What can you do to fix it? I don't know. Why not get that particular bit of insight from your friend the Murder God?
We're not friends.
Absolutely right, Mr. Reed. We are not friends. Despite what you apparently believe. I don't know what gave you that idea to begin with.
Oh, you helped me, and actions speak louder than words, but I guess I misread.
Oh, right. Like you thought your actions would drown out the words of everyone who wanted to help you. Except for the words of the actual god of murder, who regularly tortures and maims you when she got on her knees and begged you to play the game again.
Can I be honest with you?
Fine.
We both know the torture doesn't mean anything anymore.
How dare you tell me what I think about what doesn't matter? How dare you? You talk about the torture not mattering? For 1,000 lifetimes, torture was all I knew.
And you'd think after 20 or so you'd understand it doesn't matter anymore. I saw hell on earth before I even saw hell.
Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you so much for reminding me. Thank you for reminding me of that war scenario where, what did you call me? A monster? Who did the worst possible thing any man could ever do? And after all that, you have the audacity to call me a friend?
I'm sorry.
That's it.
You don't want me to do or say anything, so that's all you're allowing me to say. I was racked with grief. I was stressed, in pain. Called you a monster for doing what you had to do.
The crocodile tears you're shedding are almost as good as our host's.
Don't know if you noticed, but I'm not crying anymore.
No, Mr. Reed, you aren't doing anything. Bravo! I'd applaud, but I don't have the energy.
Not judging you. I was in a bad place, but I'm doing something. Just so you know, I'm apologizing.
And like I said, I don't forgive you, so you're wasting your breath, Mr. Reed.
How can I waste my breath if there's nothing to waste it on? There's no breath. There's nothing.
You think I don't know that, Mr. Reed? You think I don't know the nothing that has surrounded my entire existence? You think I wouldn't rather be doing anything else?
I imagine if you could, you would, but please, go on.
Oh, okay. Okay, Mr. Reed. If I have your permission to go on, then fine. You prattle on about making friends like that's so noble of a goal in this hellscape where we regularly kill each other.
Death doesn't have meaning here. It's either be strangers or be friends.
I don't believe I asked for your opinion, Mr. Reed. I don't believe I asked to be anywhere, let alone in here. I just went along with all of this because I thought it would be a way to strike back against someone whose godly portfolio is based on lies, on violence, on murder, but apparently that's fine! Everything's fine! This is fine for you! Actually, no. While I'm at it, do you know why I did nothing as you spiraled further and further down, Mr. Reed? Because that's what you're always like. An angry, alcoholic, broken man who wants nothing to do with anything and just go through the motions of life. Because no matter how much you speak about friends and their value, the only person you give a shit about is yourself. At least I admit it. So yes, Mr. Reed. Yes, I would want to leave if I could. I hate this place. Friends don't exist here. Not when at any given moment you can be killed by any one of them, or be asked to kill any one of them, with nothing but at best platitudes about how I don't want to do it, I did it anyway. Whatever is out there is better than this, but I don't get that option. No, you just assumed everything would be okay if we stayed here, with you, not giving a shit. You absolute fucking fool. You want to just sit back and let this ride through? I have seen everything this place has to offer multiple times over. Why on earth would I not want something different, or at the very least want it all to just stop? So yes, Mr. Reed, of course I would leave if I could. Everyone else has.
What?
What did you just say?
Alright, everyone! I hope you've all had enough time to talk shit out, because Okay, this is weirdly tense. Everybody doing okay? Actually, you know what? Don't answer that. We're on a timetable here. I'm long overdue for a paid scenario, so, chop chop! It's time for a little taste of the restaurant business! Let's go! Okay, so looking back, I can see that I came in at a weird time, which is unfortunate, but what was more unfortunate is I still had paid scenarios to get through. So I whipped up a restaurant scenario combined with a favorite show of mine, Thorin's Kitchen. All our awakened had to do was work together to make a few dishes for my little prince. Well, all of the awakened minus Haley, seeing how I dropped a frying pan on her to quickly meet my death quota. Maybe if she'd been able to play, things would have been different, but between several wheel spins and some skilled saboteurs, our heroes couldn't manage a single dish. Finally, Tommy revealed himself to be the seer, and Chef Ramsay took him out, ending the game early. Gods, it was a mess. Clearly my players didn't have their heads in the game. So I tried to call them out, but then it was their turn to call me out, I suppose. Okay, well, there they go. What the fuck was that about? Like, what is wrong with you people?
Yeah,
Listen,
actually, hey, what the fuck?
listen, Hell's Kitchen is a very serious reality show, and we have to stretch that shit for a full 45 minutes. What?
Fuck?
You ruined the reality show. Why are you?
I
what?
don't care about the reality show. What the fuck?
What do you mean? What the fuck? What's the problem?
So, here's the thing. We heard that people before us kinda left. Could you, maybe tell us what that's about?
Oh, where did you hear that?
Where do you think?
Okay, well, let's take this back to the lounge, shall we? Let's just do that. Okay, we're here, I guess. Proceed with the standard everyone complains at me scene. Where were we?
Okay, why did you vibe check me with a pan?
Because I needed-
had to get 2 great big bags of ice for my head.
Because I needed a death and you lost at eeny, meeny, miny, mo. But back to the situation at hand. So, let me get this straight. Doc, did you tell them about the... Of course you did. Why am I even bothering to fucking ask? Okay, you got me. The other souls have left. Traditionally, this place has a revolving cast. It's important for things to not go stale. You know how it is. You people make wishes, you muck around in my murder games for a while as payment, and eventually you wake up. And I tell you your story, boo-hoo, I reveal all your greatest personality flaws and failures, and everyone cries. Then you get dropped back into your dimension to live what's left of your miserable lives, and that's that.
What? So I was right! You could have let us go at any time. You just dragged us through a roundabout to trying to keep us asleep, and then insisting that staying here is much better. And for what?
Well, if I let you go, it all just keeps cycling. That's the system. Lather, rinse, repeat. The old way is all just murder mysteries and sad stories, and if you want to know how old that gets, you can ask the fucking fly over there. And letting you out doesn't make it any better. I do whatever I can to grant your absurd wishes, and then you're always upset over the cost, or you're mad because the world isn't kind and your wishes always go sour, and then, wow, it's always my fault somehow.
I mean, the school loan system in America is pretty predatory, so in hindsight, I can't imagine that my wish would have gone well regardless, but you said that whole wishes going sour thing to me before, so what does that mean?
I mean, you've already seen it in action. You asked to, Percy asked to see his fantasies, but his sister is left behind to die. Hugo wishes for his husband's life, but it costs a bloodbath. Vincent damns his soul to end a war, and another starts right up in its place.
Well, that's fucked. I mean, that's information that I would have liked to know before I made my wish, let alone to someone who pretended to be my friend.
Listen, I can't actually control what people do in my name. I can offer suggestions, but you humans tend to abuse the little thing you call free will. In spite of that, listen, I really have tried the best I could to give you what you want. I do everything I can, but in the end, your world is broken, and then you people have the audacity to blame me for it. And I'm tired of it. I'm so fucking tired, and we have to do something different. Something has to change.
Then why are we still here?
Because you're different.
But different how? I mean, you said we cycle through, but well, why'd you choose us?
Because... Gods, how do I explain? Vinny woke up through sheer force of will earlier than he was supposed to, and I saw... Well, that was something new, wasn't it? So I thought I'd make a new narrative. Make something that was more of a serial. I'd let my cast actually interact. It's not like this breaks the place, not if I'm still meeting the violence requirements and playing my part. I knew it would still be a tragedy. I knew it would still constantly end in tears, but at least you'd be together while you pushed against me, and that would be something. But then you all pushed better than I thought you would, and everything just... I guess I forgot that characters can surprise you. Maybe the story is better for it, and that's all that matters in the end. It has to matter in the end. It has to be a good story in the end.
Why does it have to be a good story in the end? That doesn't make sense.
Because stories, they have power. And this place works off that power, and I need that power. And I know that doesn't make sense, and I know I don't make sense, and I'm sorry, but God, I'm already saying too much, but I don't know what else to do. You're not gonna listen to me. I don't, okay. I need you to trust me.
Trust you. Trust you. Oh, I really heard everything now. You've done nothing but use us all for your own story. In fact, not just us, apparently. So go on. How many people has it been? How many people did you lead on and then throw away when you were done with them? And another thing, if you're so insistent that things on the outside are that bad, why do you want us all to leave all of a sudden? What, for your tragedy? Oh, which, by the way, you told me you weren't trying to turn my story into a tragedy, so that turned out to be rubbish, didn't it? So you have done nothing but proven yourself to be a hypocrite. You can't even follow your own rules. And if you keep saying that you don't even have control of your own story, which, quite frankly, I know is a lie, why should we be expected to trust you at all?
This garden, all she knows is lying and lying and lying. That is your specialty, isn't it? Lying, going back on your word, saying something that blatantly is a lie, isn't it? After all that you expect trust? You expect trust from us. Just do what you say. For what? To boost up your ego some more? Huh? To fall into line like good little characters? Are you done torturing us? Now you're onto the begging phase? The phase of screaming, trust me! Literally everything bad that has happened to these people has happened because they trusted you!
Stop, please stop! I don't know what else to do, okay? Everything is so big. It's so big. It's so much, and you're all just... You call this place a prison, but it's keeping things out just as much as it is keeping us in. You're all only human. There are things you can't know, there are things you must not know, because to know it would destroy you. Even me telling you that is a risk I'm incredibly stupid for taking, but all I can do is narrate. So that's what I've been doing. All I can do is tell this new story. All I can do is make the conflict so everything moves, and I need things to move. We can't stop now, so please just listen. I'm trying to help, please.
Oh, guys, just can it, would you? I know you all want answers, but clearly she ain't in any position to give them. I mean, I want the answers too.
Unfucking
But-
believable.
She sounds... I'd say she sounds scared.
Okay.
Unbelievable, I know, but...
No, I know what you're saying. I agree. I'm sorry. You might all not be aware, but Murder God is not the most powerful of the Black Stars. Far from it, in fact.
There's more?
You're right. You're right. And we have to, right now, please, stop talking about it. Please.
I apologize, Junior.
Alright. Well, if we absolutely cannot fucking know anything, then what can you tell us? We're blind right now. If you want us to help, then we need something.
I can tell you that you need 10 souls. So get that 10th soul. This is bad. I've already pulled back the curtain too much. I still have a role to play, a job to do, and to neglect either would be disastrous. But I can't continue keeping the Awakened entirely in the dark. I need their help for all of this to work. I guess for now I just have to keep things on track. Yeah, right. As if anything's gone according to plan thus far. But what else can I do?